What up, y'all? Tonia Moore here. So I'm doing this quick live video. This is just to touch back on the BPC-157 peptide. So I did leave an update on one of my previous videos about my experience with it. So I wasn't very consistent in using it, but I did make a report on one of my previous videos. I think it was the July 4th video. But anyway, so here's my update on it again because I'm about to start it again. Um, so I think it was in April. I had my blood test done, and the inflammation markers on that blood test were really, really high. And when I had that blood test done, um, in the meantime, I've had 2 blood tests done. So I had one done, and then after I did the blood work for that one, right, and the results came back, but after I did that blood work, I then received my BPC in the mail, and I started my BPC 157, and I did for about like 10 days, and then I only did 1 bottle, so I ran out, and I ended up not ordering it again. But anyways, um, so blood test, BPC, and then I ended up with blood work again. So then when I ended up back at the doctor with the follow-up visit, right? So I saw the 2 blood tests. So the results. So the blood test before I started the BPC, the inflammation markers were really, really high, like 93 or something like that. And then use the BPC, and then that the blood test results after using the BPC 157, the markers went down to like 4. So from like 93 down to 4, my inflammation markers. And at that time, I think that was the only thing I kind of really did different. So I do want to say, um, my common sense and logic, and I was feeling pretty good around that time. I wasn't too bad. Like right now, like, what is this, July? It seems like all of June, and now we're in July, so the past 3-4 weeks I've been feeling worse, and I have not used the BPC. Then I just started on some CBD oil, so I'm trying also that out. But so I decided, you know what, let me get back on the BPC 157 because it seemed like that did help, just based on the test results and based on that I did feel better at the time. So my problem is sometimes I get started on something and I don't stay totally consistent, and I just didn't order right away. So I think this is my 3rd or 4th time ordering the BPC 157, and I obviously was a little bit better around March and April, around the time I think I used it, April, somewhere around there. I have to look back at my order receipts. But anyways, I'm terrible sometimes at keeping record. So this time I decided, you know what? I'm gonna order 2 bottles, and I'm gonna just stay running it, um, and see how that goes. Hopefully for like a good 20 days. Then I'll take a break, and then I'll get back on it again because I think you have to take a break, or I haven't really totally got to that research yet as like how long I need to use it, and I think it's really as long as needed. So I did order 2 bottles, and I did have some left from a previous bottle because I kind of like started it and then I kind of stopped. So I'm so fed up right now with not feeling good and my symptoms like kicking my butt. I've been in bed, besides working, training my clients. I've been bedridden, when I get home. I'm done, I'm out. So it's been hard because I have other things that I'm trying to work on and do, other goals and endeavors, and it's kind of been debilitating in that aspect. Um, I do manage to still get up, and I look okay, and I have my good days and bad days. Sometimes, I get through pretty good. I have no pain, no discomfort, no major my symptoms aren't kicking my butt. Um, my fatigue levels are okay, and then other days it's terrible. So the past, I want to say 3 weekends, I've been just straight in bed the whole entire time. Like I've gone nowhere. Maybe out to get some food or something like that, and then come back, and that's about it. Um, yeah, I haven't done much activity. I think my most activity I did was in that video I posted on July 4th when I went rollerblading and took my dog out because she hasn't been on walks and exercises because I've been down. So, um, so yeah, so I'm trying out the BPC-157 again, okay? Um, and I do want to say I'm gonna still give 2 thumbs up on this stuff right here. You have to read it and research it based on your condition, and it's from the gastric juices of your system. Um, so this, the way you reconstitute it is you take 3 cc's of bacterial static water and you reconstitute it and you put it into here. Um, and then and if you have an insulin syringe, you want to draw it to where they say the 15 clicks. So you see the little click, 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 right? So if you have an insulin syringe, a 1 cc insulin syringe, um, so the little tiny lines, you draw it to the 15, that's 250 micrograms of this. So I'm doing a dose of 500 micrograms a day. So I will do 250 in the morning and 250 in the evening. And that seems to work. And this can be done in different ways. So for people that are using this for rehabbing, like say muscle injuries and stuff like that, because this is a rehabilitation. This is what this peptide is for. It's a rehab, it's a rehab drug, I guess, or not a drug, but a peptide. um, so it helps like with recovery, if you have injuries and stuff like that. And it's also for inflammatory bowel disease. So if you find it, you'll see for inflammatory bowel disease. It's also been known and to help fistulas, and that's what I suffer from with my Crohn's disease. Is I suffer also from fistulas. So that's kind of like what's also kicking my butt is my fistulas, and amongst other things going on. Um, like I'm not totally malnutrition, just my appetite sucks. Chronic fatigue, very tired. I'm in pain. Sometimes in the bathroom between 5, 10, sometimes 15 times a day. Everything hurts. My whole pelvic area hurts. Everything down there hurts. I got pain, abdominal pain. Just sometimes I have really bad night sweats. Then of course that dehydrates me. Folic acids are low, iron is low, anemia, all those things kind of are what I'm dealing with. So I'm trying different things. Right now it's really hard for me to get into a diet because my appetite is really sucky. So I haven't been able to really get in a specific diet, like say like a keto diet, which is where I want to kind of gear towards. So I haven't really been able to get towards that. I'll do like my greens and my hemp protein, my spirulina. I'll eat, maybe one animal protein a day, and then what else? Bone broth, and probiotics, boswellia. I got CBD oil. And then if you guys saw my other video last week, I tried cryotherapy, and then I'm about to get into probably trying some acupuncture therapy. So I'm trying different things. I don't want to rely on the drugs, the medications from the doctors, only because realistically, they're not a cure, and also they're just a band-aid. They don't target the root cause of what's going on, and this is where I'm trying to get myself to a place of healing and health. So this is a healing peptide, and that's what this does. So it's also for injuries, sports injuries, muscle injuries, and things like that. So I got this from Peptide Sciences, okay? Um, that's where I got it from. And they'll tell you specifically it's not for human consumption. So it's not for human use. That's what it says. So anyways, but I use this 3 cc's reconstituted bacteriostatic water. There's different ways you can use it and inject it. So if it is for injuries, you want to inject it into intermuscular, localize it in that area. But for Crohn's disease, it has been said or known or reported to work better when you squirt it and put it under the tongue and let it dissolve under the tongue. So that's how I'm doing it, is under the tongue. I tried it both ways. I've injected it and done it under the tongue. So I've just gotten the reports back that it's under the tongue kind of is more beneficial, especially for if you're dealing with inflammatory bowel disease, digestive issues, and stuff like that. So that's my report right now on the BPC. So now, since I'm going to really stay on it and consistent, this is actually my day 1. So this is July 16th. This will be day 1. And I'll let you guys know how this goes. Let's maybe check back in maybe in five days, and let's see how I'm feeling, and amongst all the other things that I'm doing. All right. So if you guys have any questions, comment below or send me a message, send me an email. And if you or anyone you know personally has experience with the BPC-157, whatever the case may be, but especially for Crohn's disease, IBD, please shoot me some information, give me your comments, your experience, and what you got from it, and any information, I will take it. All right, so I want to collab and just pull it all together, and I'm just trying to look for healing and health. So that's it, and thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more. All right, peace out. Now I gotta figure out how to end this video. I always forget. Let's see here. I don't know. I think this is it. All right, so peace. Maybe it's here. There we go. Alright, I found where to end the video. I've only done this a few times and I've already forgotten. Alright, so peace out.